Just like that. Just like that. Check safety. Check safety.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Miller, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
At the 36-yard line.
19, Mark 54. Ricky. He's checking.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Watson now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Hey, don't this...
A very nice job of the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ed, do you still have Will Fuller
there, and he nicely
on the Texans?
A pretty decent game.
Will Fuller, wide receiver. Man.
On second down,
Notre Dame, man.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Bro. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Say more block.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott escaping the pressure right. 20! On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their
back
pocket.
I like the
it was
catches
there
on
for
here,
them.
man, 'cause you can
if you don't like
it
what you see, just throw it away.
Yeah,
Make sure you get those
realistic
points
as
on the
fuck,
board.
man.
Don't get too greedy.
He
forced it there. You saw the end result.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
I can do it too, man.
Picked off Byron Jones. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Hey, you should see if you got Will Fuller when you're on offense, dude.
If you're going to go for it
He's
on
from Notre
4th
Dame.
down,
That dude
your
was fucking
intention
good,
is to
bro.
make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted,
He was fucking
and then
fast,
converted a
man.
second time for 6 points.
You get
And all
behind,
that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Good.
Watson will bring up the Texans here,
No,
1st and 10
Will Fuller.
at their
And then he
25-yard
blew
line.
towards ACL.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. Rush
like
coming,
that.
and he's taken
Like
down.
that.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker?
Well,
It wasn't a
blitz with the
defensive
corner,
end?
man.
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
It's over with, man.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
But
Things
you bet
progressing to
early.
plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Have you played the face of the franchise mode yet?
Out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You know what I mean? It's more of a
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Dude, my very first play on here online, I had a pick 6 for like 76 yards.
You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. This is Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
18 yards.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Watson. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're started through 4 in the first half,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Give up.
Jason Witten in the final seconds.